Okay, so here's a screen recording project by Troy Ortiz. That is me. So let's get into it. So the standard I chose is 4.7 for fourth grade in the California Standards Physical Education, and that is to explain the purpose of a warm up and cool down. So these are both very important um, in when it comes to exercising. And I put some images there. You see some people, and they're very similar. And you kind of see a cool little diagram of the heart, because the cardiovascular system is very important. We'll get to that, but yeah, just some cool little animation here. And we'll next slide. Well, warming up light exercise before a workout revs up your body, particularly in the cardiovascular system, by raising the body temperature and getting the blood flowing. It is best to do a warm up for 5 to 10 minutes. So, like we said earlier in the last slide, the cardiovascular system is like your heart. Kind of the picture of Mrs. Krabappel there. I know it's a circulatory system, but that is she's showing the heart. You want to get the blood flowing. You want to get that warmed up. And then you got some images here of warm ups. A lot of different warm ups. You can jump ropes, guys doing stretching, light jogging. We'll go into that next, but it's there's a lot of interesting warm-ups and cool downs you can choose. How to warm up. So warming up right before you exercise. First, you want to target large muscle groups. An example would be the hamstring because you use your hamstrings in almost any exercise you do. A vast majority of them, whether it's running, swimming, most sports you play are using your hamstrings. Then target your muscle groups for being used. So if you're going to be using arms, you want to stretch your arms. If you're going to be using, shoulders, and whichever muscle groups that is, you're going to want to make sure to stretch those. So here's some few examples I came up with. So if you're going for like a bit of a power walk, walk slowly for 10 minutes, and then you want to pick it up. If you're going for a run, then you can do like a power walk for 10 minutes, get those legs warmed up, and then start running. If you're swimming, you want to swim slowly the first 10 minutes and then pick up the tempo when you're able to. Cool down. Now, there's a lot of similarities between the two, as I said earlier. Um, Cool down is to help you recover from the exercise. And what this does is it helps regulate the blood flow, but also spend 5 to 10 minutes doing that, according to the Mayo Clinic, and it prevents your chances of dizziness and cramps. I remember as a kid, I would run the mile and I wouldn't really do a cool down. I didn't see the importance of it after I ran a mile, and I would feel dizzy, and man, I would feel cramps. Always felt worse. So cool down is really important, and you see here we've got some funny images. Yeah, you got someone on fire with the fan. Not necessarily the kind of cool down, but I put it up there because it kind of portrays the image of cool down. This one person's doing a stretch. Stretching could be great options for cool down. You want to make sure you hydrate too and drink water. Thank you, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Ways to cool down. There's a lot of different ways you can do, and here's some activities. Again, if you did a power walk, walk slowly for 10 minutes. If you ran, you can walk quickly, do another power walk after a run. If you're swimming extensively, make sure you slow it down. Again, swimming's not where I felt dizzy without a cool down. I just get out. And I played water polo for a couple years. It's definitely important to have a cool down swim after swimming extensively and intensely for several minutes. And again, my resources is the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Health. Those are my resources. Excellent sources if you want to check them out. Um, both great websites, and you can learn a lot from there. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.